Hello, everybody. It's me, Hop Frog. How's it going? I am here to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. I don't know if I know Canada had their Thanksgiving Day September. I think it was a while back. Here in the states, we do it the last Thursday of the month, so the date kind of fluctuates a bit from time to time. But here in other places in other countries where they have things similar. It's just it really is not about the mass amounts of food, but it's really a day to stop and reflect on what you're thankful for. Every day should be that. Hopefully, you can think of other days to be thankful for what you have and who you are. Not trying to be somebody else, but trying to be who you are. I just want to say real quick that I am thankful for a lot of things. I've been very, very blessed. I've been extremely fortunate. I am very thankful right off the bat for my best friend, Mrs. Hop Frog, my wife. We've been married for 35 years. I dated her a day before, or day. I dated her a year before we got married to the date, and we've been good ever since. I mean, there's been ups and downs, health problems and stuff, and the vows I took said in sickness and in health, and I'm here for the long run. She had brain surgery 18 years ago for a very rare brain defect that she had. Actually, it was more of a structural thing with her skull smashing her brain, pushing it down her spinal canal, and she could have died. She would have died if she did not have surgery, and she could have died during the surgery, but she didn't. She's still here. She's limited in what she's able to do, but I'm still thankful for her and grateful for her every single day. I'm thankful for my son. We are only allowed to have one child, and he has been a blessing from day one. Never did anything to get in trouble. He'd always experiment with different things. He's always extremely creative and very scientifically minded. Very has a lot of aptitude. He can put his hands to anything and it just comes out amazing. There's a lot of things that I start doing. I go, he could actually do a better job of this. Hey Nick, do this for and he's good. He'll do that for me. And he understands that taking care of his mom takes a lot of my time, and he understands that doing videos and stuff, that she appreciates the videos I do and she enjoys that. So I do those like I'm doing right now. And so he's extremely helpful, flexible. He does everything. He lives with us. He pays more than his fair share. He's not a freeloader. He works in the same place I do. We get along great. He actually started a year before I did, so he's kind of like my boss. But he is a very patient and caring individual. It sounds like I'm like trying to sell him off to a single lady on here. But he is an awesome guy. Awesome, awesome guy. I'm so grateful for the family, my little family that I do have, the three of us. I am also thankful for going beyond that circle, friends and family, people that I've met, whether through different things I've been involved with, work, school, different churches we've been at and stuff. I'm very grateful for the relationships that we have built over the years. And I'm kind of sad that a lot of people that we thought were going to be here for whatever reason moved away. We moved away, whatever. But I'm still thankful for the relationships and the time that we had when we spent that time together. I don't look back on that and go, man, I try to be grateful for that and try to have a good attitude about everything. And when I think of a family, it's hard to get through this without. It's hard. It's really hard to get through the holidays when a lot of your loved ones are no longer with you. When Jen and I first got married, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all the big holidays were always at her parents' house, and they were awesome people. I mean, her dad was the best guy, and I learned so much about being a husband, being a caregiver because Jen's mom had some health issues too. He was a really hard worker. He was an amazing, amazing man, and I learned so much from him. And I'm grateful for the. It was a very short time when you look at the whole scheme of things. It was. I wish I had more time. I wish I could bring him back. If I could have anybody come back, it'd either be him or Jen's mom. Both of them were awesome, awesome, amazing people. And we do Thanksgiving as a big family, and a lot of Jen's family had moved to different places now. But when her mom and dad were still alive, we'd get together and we'd do a big dinner down there. And, usually people bring a couple things and stuff. And Jen would be there all day helping her mom, and, some of the other family would come and help out and stuff too. So the ladies would be in the kitchen doing stuff, and my father-in-law be, doing stuff, making sure everybody's, taken care of. And, he was a very good host, and he'd, ask everybody how things had been, because some of the people he hadn't seen since like Christmas, and some of the other people he'd just seen recently. So he was just kind of catching up with things, seeing how everybody's doing. And there's usually like a couple of the guys go, hey, they lean to me and go, hey, ask him if we can turn on the TV. There's a really good football game on. Psst, can you ask him? I'm like, yeah, I just kind of like act like I didn't hear him, because I was never into football. I've never really been a big sports guy. And if that's your thing, that's cool. No shade on you. That's cool. But it just wasn't my thing. And they're like, so I'm like, okay. After a while of them pestering me, I'd ask my father-in-law, and I'd say, hey, the guys, I said they want to know if we can turn on the TV because there's a game on. He'd just kind of smile and go, okay. And he'd go over there and turn it on. And the game was on maybe, like 5 or 10 minutes. And usually Jen would come over and she'd look at me. She wasn't very happy, and just turn the TV, because they had the really nice console TV. This was how long ago. It was a pretty good size console TV, and the sound system was great. But these guys, when they wanted to watch football, it wasn't like you could watch it like low volume. They wanted you to be like in the stadium. They'd crank it up, and it was just like, and the ladies would start talking in the kitchen louder and louder. Than one of them is usually Jen. Sometimes it was one of the other wives would come out, and they'd just kind of like look at us and kind of shake their head, bam, because they knew Thanksgiving was supposed to be a time of us getting together, hanging out, enjoying each other's company, not sitting glued, focused on the TV. That's what Monday Night Football is for. So anyways, I'm so thankful for the memories that I have with those people. And, with COVID, we just stayed home this year. We usually will do like Christmas Eve and Thanksgiving with one of Jen's nephews who lives relatively close by, and his family. We've done that before. That's pretty good. But always be thankful for the people that you have in your life, because you never know when this will be the last Thanksgiving that you'll have with them, or the last Christmas. Where I live, the roads are really twisty and windy, and it seems like about every other week there's a new memorial by the side of the road. And the local group that's up here, they'll put stuff on the community webpage and talk about a accident that happened to so-and-so. And usually you might not have spoken with the people, but the community is pretty close-knit, where you'll see somebody that you'll recognize the name, or because a lot of people up here, we're new to the area, but a lot of people here have been here a while. They know each other and stuff. And it's just like, oh, that's so-and-so's, relative and this and that. So you never know when your last day here is. So make the most of it. And you never know when the last day of your loved ones are. So you always try to make the most of every day. Be thankful for every opportunity. And like I was saying, my wife has a lot of health problems. I am thankful that I do not have those problems. And I'm thankful that I'm able to be there to take care of her, to help her with the things that she needs help with. And I'm grateful for that. Do I see her as being any less of a person? No. She's still my best friend. She's still my baby. She's still my sweetheart. As much as she ever has been, and as much as she ever will be. She's still the same person. But we need to be thankful for the things we need to be thankful for. so many times I've met people who will make comparisons or they'll complain about different things. They'll say, "Oh man, I wish I had that guy's car. I wish I had that guy's house. I wish I had this. I wish I had that." You can earn those things over time or you get into debt, but be thankful for the things that you have. Be appreciative because cars, it's really sad. I've known people who who've got like really nice cars. They'll spend a lot of money to get something really decent, and then what they'll do is this one guy he bought a car. It wasn't even really that awesome of a car. It was like a Toyota Supra or something, and it was like in the early 80s, but he had like a bunch of trick stuff done to it and custom paint job and all this stuff. And he'd park it way, way, way out in the parking lot, and he'd almost have to take a tram to get to the building and then go back to his car. It was just like, and then one day he got a nick on his car, and it was just like, you would have thought the world was coming to an end. But see, people get so wrapped up in things rather than taking the time and being thankful for the things that they have. It's okay to have things, but it's more important to be thankful for the things that you have rather than using all your energy and being negative, striving for the things that you don't have. And more importantly than the things that you have are the people that you have. Keep your loved ones close, keep them safe, do what you need to do. We're going to get through this pandemic sooner or later. It's a matter of time. How much time? I don't know. I know there's a lot of people working on it. So be thankful for everything that you have. Be thankful for every day that you're here on earth taking a breath. Be thankful for the small things. Be thankful for the big things. Just always have, and I don't mean to sound corny, but try to have an attitude of gratitude. Okay? I'm going to do that. So be a good human. I'm going to be a good human as well as I can. So let's all be thankful for who we are, what we are, not trying to strive for this thing or that thing, but just be thankful and encouraging others to do the same. All right? That's all I got to say tonight. So I'll see you guys real soon. I'll be doing some more parodies and some other things and stuff. But thank you for subscribing. I am thankful for you guys who watch my videos, leave comments, say, hey, I appreciate what you did. I'm not the best actor, and I try to get into, different characters. Sometimes I don't get the voice exactly right, and I do different things, or I'll take an idea and take it in a different direction. But you guys are extremely patient with me, and I thank you for that. And I thank you for the encouragement and the guidance that you guys give me. All right, with all that said, don't forget to be thankful. Have a great one. I'll see you guys real soon. I will. It's a promise.